Hey guys, it's Sam here, and I just wanted to make this quick video for everybody. I know it's not truck related or anything like my other videos, but that's okay. I believe that Jesus is coming soon, okay? And before we get into all that, I just want to tell you something. If you don't believe in God, if you don't believe in a creator or anything like that, let me just tell you a quick story, okay? If you whip out your cell phone, and it's a pretty complex piece of technology, I would say, and you put that in front of you, okay, you're telling me that that piece of technology could just appear out of nowhere, could just appear. Or let's say you even just have a pile of dust in front of you, okay, and you were able to sit there and watch for a million years. Would your iPhone appear out of that dust? No. And now you're thinking, oh man, like, yeah, you'd be foolish to think that your phone could just appear out of nowhere, all that information. And the human body is so much more complex than your simple cell phone. So if you don't believe in a creator, if you don't believe in a God or someone intelligent design, then you need to start rethinking your life. Anyways, let's keep moving on here. So now that we've established that, I do believe that the Bible, like God, Jesus, though, that is the truth. And if you don't think that it's the truth, I'd encourage you to do a search on it. And rather than just trying to go and disprove the Bible and everything it says, I would encourage you to go find and see if you can find why it's actually true. Because God promises us that if we search for Him, if we seek Him, He will show us the truth. Okay? And I've talked to, like, not thousands, but countless and countless people that have not believed, and then they've gone and tried to find the truth, and God has shown them. All right? And sometimes that journey was like one day, sometimes it was 10 years. Okay? Now that we've established that fact, the Bible is true. Okay? God is real. Now, I'm going to tell you something. You were made in the image of God. God made you, He loves you, and He created you. And you might say, okay, well, if we were made in the image of God, then why do some of us have disformities, or why do some of us have sickness or illnesses or whatever? That is a result of sin. And you all know the original sin. The original sin was God told Adam and Eve not to eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. What did they do? Satan tempted them, and they ate from it. And that's when sin entered the world, and sin corrupts humanity. Okay? Now, where I'm going with all this is I believe that we are living in the last year, the last 20 years, the last 50 years, I don't know, before Jesus' return. Okay? And there's a time period coming. I can promise you, even if you don't believe me, whatever, I don't care, you are going to see that there's a 7-year period coming that is going to be absolute hell on earth. And I don't want anyone to have to go through that. And in the New Testament, Jesus Himself talks about what's called a rapture. And it's when the church, when the people that believe in Him are taken away before that 7-year time. And if you don't believe in a pre-tribulational rapture, I'd encourage you to do some more digging, because there's a ton of evidence about it. So where I'm going with all this is I would encourage you to look at your life. What is your purpose? Why are you here? Like, are you meant to just work and eat and make money and have a family and then retire and live comfortably and then die? Like, what's your purpose? Like, personally, I don't find much fulfillment in all that. I actually want to, like, find what was I made for? Because we know now, I showed you guys that you were made. You didn't just come out of nothing. You were made. Okay? So now that you have that, why were you made? Well, I'll tell you. When God created man, He created man to have a relationship. He wanted a relationship with people. And when you are in relationship with God, okay, that is when your life will be the best, okay? Like, I can tell you with a shadow of a doubt, I'm 22 years old. I have a family. I have one little girl, another one on the way. I have a business. I have all my trucks. I have money. Like, I have everything that I could ever want, okay? But whatever, I don't care. And my life really started to change and get better. And I've been through some hard things and challenging things, but my life really started to change when I got into relationship with God. Rather than just reading my Bible and going to church, when I realized that my purpose was to be in relationship with Him and live every day with Him. Okay? So when man sinned and everything, well, we were separated from God, okay? Because we were perfect. Adam and Eve were perfect when they were created. But when they sinned, they were separated from God. So what needed to happen? Well, there needed to be a perfect sacrifice divide, like to make a way for us to be able to be with God. And Jesus Christ, you guys, like Jesus Christ is more of a swear word now than an actual like people believing in him. But I'll tell you, Jesus was God's son, sent, born of a Virgin Mary. He lived on the earth for 33 years as a human being. So if you're telling me that God doesn't understand, blah, 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 he lived, and there's actually a verse that says he went through every trial and temptation that every known to man, okay? He felt anger, he felt lust, he felt everything, but he didn't sin. And he didn't sin even though I'm sure there was times where he wanted to, okay? And he felt tempted, and you can't really be tempted by sin unless you actually want to do something, like you get angry at somebody or punch somebody or something like that. Lived a perfect life, and then he died, okay? He died, and everyone was like, oh, why did he die? All his disciples were so discouraged. But 3 days later, he rose from the dead, and he conquered sin, okay? And this is the simple facts, simple truth for every human being. If you believe in Jesus, if you believe that he died first, and that his blood covered your sins, and then he rose from the dead, okay? Think about that. Can you raise yourself from the dead? No, you can't. Jesus did, and he did that for you, okay? And I know this might sound like a bunch of like bogus or whatever, but I'm telling you, this actually happened. It's recorded in the Bible, and the Bible is a true book. People that try to disprove it often find that they can't, because it is so factually true, and there's so much archaeological evidence for it, okay? Jesus died for you, and all you have to do to be saved from these 7 years of wrath and going to hell is believe that he is your God. Believe that he died and he rose again for you. When he was on that cross, he took your sins on him and he saved you. Okay, there's 7 years is coming, and I believe it's coming real fast. And so I'd encourage you to really think about this. I don't want anyone to go through the tribulation. I don't want anyone to go to hell. Okay, but there's a lot of people that are going to go to hell because they simply they want to be their own God. Okay, that's the problem of society today. They want the power. Empower me. Like, you got to work hard. You got to make all this money. It's all about you. No, it's not. It's about Jesus Christ. Okay, keep that in mind. Have a great day. And I really hope that you stuck through and watched this video and think about it. If you have any questions, leave a comment, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good day.